Like
Just zoned out for a second.
no, you know why? Because it's so hot, like all these lights and stuff like that, right? Like it's like dazing out. Welcome back to our channel, and we're back at Arcadia District,
Where it all began, baby. Where it all
all
began.
began.
Exactly.
So tell me, new project. We've been working on this for a while.
Listen, you know what? After the end we had in 2023, I mean, I want to let everybody know, thank you so much for the support. We actually did quite well in the first round. We sold quite a few units.
Yeah.
Because of that, the builder has said to us, what do you need to help encourage pumping a few more? So I'm sure there's going to be some stuff around, like we've got some exclusives coming up. We have an event coming up February 4th, I believe.
February 4th,
where we have some exclusive incentives. We're not going to talk about them just yet, but we have those. And the reason we're back here is, you know, we get a lot of projects across our desk, and we're still finding a hard time to beat the value proposition of what this particular project is right now.
100%.
I still think for investors who haven't bought, who have been circling and talking to us, you're still early. If you buy now, you're still at the early adoption phase because of the boom that this area is going to go through in the next 6 years. We're basically now we're starting.
Yeah. So what's happening right now? Like even this just district where Arcadia District is going to be built and stuff like that. First of all, Ellis Don is building this project and is an amazing builder, very reputable builder. And the project will be stunning for sure. Yeah. It will be in 4 phases. This will be the main tower. This is the taller tower coming next to it, and then the 2 towers, the smaller one at the end. But having said that, the community will go through a boom.
You know what? I can't stress this enough because I see it. I've lived through this. I mean, we all have. Like, you know, circa almost 20 years ago, you know, I was fortunate enough to live in the city at Front and Spadina where, you know, Ellis Don was the builder for that project. Concord was the developer. And, you know, if you were to ask anyone today who wasn't here 20 years ago that's what the city looked like, they'd think you're crazy. There's no way.
100%.
Not knowing what we knew then and knowing what we know now, this area is scheduled for a similar type of disruption and explosion simply because it makes sense. Not everybody wants to live downtown. You have a lot of people that live in the suburbs, want the convenience of the city, but would rather not be in the core. Makes sense. A lot more access to things.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And one of the most important factors in any community is obviously transit.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
And this community has the best transit. So there's only two hubs.
You got it.
So you can go into that a little bit into detail now.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the first one you probably all know is Union, the biggest hub in all of the GTA, okay? It connects to GO, it connects VIA, it connects TTC, and it connects up to Pearson, okay? The only other one is, need I say, the Kipling Transit Hub, which is what this is 3 to 5 minutes walking distance from. That connects not only the TTC and the GO, and up to Pearson, so now you don't need to
subway,
the subway, exactly. But also my way, the Mississauga Transit, and Mississauga has you covered all the way to Hamilton. You know, so what better place to be at? Be at Toronto, have a 416 address, and then also be at the second biggest market where the airport is, the 905, which is Mississauga. I don't think it gets much better than that. You know,
no, it doesn't, and especially like if you're thinking. Parking your money and waiting for a project, because what happens, you want to be the first.
Exactly.
You want to have your hands first in a jar in order to get the most benefit, right?
Yeah, of course.
So with this location, with the transit, and with the community expanding in the future, it will be just an amazing gig. So what does it look like with the 1 kilometer radius around this particular project?
I'm glad you said that. So specifically, we are in the showroom right now, okay? And the actual building is just north of us, literally 1 street north of us. And what's going to end up happening is they're expecting 30,000 new residents coming into this particular one
block.
Exactly. So not just residents, units, okay?
Yeah.
And more importantly is what's going to happen within the next 6 years. You know, the city has identified Etobicoke, particularly this area, as like a hub that is going to be expanding, and that's where these numbers come from.
And they're already drafted it. I mean, like it's already in.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Right? It's already happening, whether you're here or not. It doesn't matter. It's happening. And what that means is 100,000, close to 100,000 people are coming to Etobicoke. And guess what? 2/3, so roughly 66,000, are going to be within 2.5 kilometers of this exact building. Now, I'm a rocket scientist, okay?
Yes.
But it doesn't take, a super intelligent person to figure out that, hey, if I'm already here and everybody's building around me and I'm here first before everyone else.
Guess what's going to happen, my friend?
Exactly.
Guess what's going to happen?
Is the number go up or number go down?
Number goes up, right? Because of density, because of the location, because what happens most of the time.
Yeah.
And we have seen it through different developments into different cities and towns. And I'm sure you remember. And in one of the videos that we did, you said, like, do you remember Mississauga?
Of course.
They first built a mall, and they build around the mall.
Everybody laughed to be like, this is a city and you're building around the mall?
Yes.
Right? Now who's laughing?
Exactly.
People are moving there from all over the world to be in Mississauga.
Yes.
And the number for Mississauga, which is crazy, I know we're getting off topic here, but Mississauga will probably be, if it's not already or close to, the 4th or 5th largest city in all of Canada. Think about that for a second.
That's huge.
That's insane.
That's huge. But even when, every time when you have government pushing density in a particular community or location, let me tell you, it gets done.
And
what I mean?
Speaking of government, we haven't even talked, maybe we did, maybe we didn't talk about it. The Civic Center for Etobicoke, the brand new Civic Center, where City Hall is and where you go to pay your taxes and all that fun stuff. Guess where that is? It is across the street from Arcadia District. So what I know is 2,500 government jobs are coming here. They're going to need a place to stay. Last time I checked, anywhere there is government buildings, there's a lot of commerce. There's a lot of things that happen. It attracts work. It attracts people. So this is that spot.
Yeah, so it will attract all of the above. It will attract residential.
Yes.
It will attract high-rise.
Yes.
It will attract businesses.
Yes.
It will attract white collar, blue collar, any type of collar.
Every collar.
Especially having that diversity of owning a vehicle or not owning anything, because the transit will be able to take you literally all across the southern Ontario, you know what I mean?
The other thing, one of the things we've not talked about yet, and is actually a more and more relevant theme as the population ages. Like, my family's been here for over 40 years. As people age and they're older, they still want to have roots and ties to Canada. But guess what? Sometimes winters are not the nicest, right?
Yeah.
And so people want to be down south in Florida, or they want to be somewhere else. This is the ideal situation because, number one, you don't need a car anymore. You can still maintain, come back for the beautiful months and what the Toronto has. And then guess what? You jump out of your house, you walk over up Pearson in an airport, and you're at any beach you want at any time. That type of accessibility hasn't been around in many areas. Maybe downtown, but I think now you're finding the suburbs and more of the areas around the core are adopting this because people are selling the really big homes and moving into comfort lifestyle-based living. That's what I like to call it.
100%. And this is where it's where we're kind of have to adopt the new style. And we have to realize that also our city here is getting bigger.
Of course.
It's becoming known on the world map now.
Got it.
Like, Toronto is a big deal all across the world, right? So I do believe that in the next years and a decade to two, we will see definitely huge changes. Different initiatives from the builder at the time, we don't know, but definitely buying real estate, owning a piece of property in a AAA location will always give you value.
Absolutely. So that's why we're still extremely bullish on this product. We're still selling units in phase 1. I think that come the spring, they're going to be blitzing this place. They've already sold quite a few. I know I've been talking to some of the guys higher up or some of the girls as well, and they're telling us, they're really going to push. Now is the time to get in, because I think for fall, they're probably looking at building 2, which means prices are going up. 100%. They're going to be bumping the prices up if they haven't already by the time you watch this video. Right?
Exactly. So if you have any questions on this particular project or you want to know more, there's an email in the description. You can email us. We can send you a package. We can bring you to the showroom, or we can discuss any details that you might have for us.
Absolutely. What else is there to say?
Nothing.
Buy a unit here.
Buy a unit. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching,
guys.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and
like
see you next time.
Thank you.